Well, if you thought I was in San Antonio right now, unfortunately I have to disappoint. I did not make it on my flight this morning, and I'm still in New York. So, hi guys, it's Chris Andaman here, reaching out on another live stream time round because it is specific. Very happy birthday, Jeanette, friend, and whilst we won't be able together to celebrate your birthday today, hi Shannon, we will do flowers, which is a nice birthday treat as well. So I'm sure that Facebook is kicking is for us. I'm seeing internet connection here eating up my bandwidth. Let me try location. Hey Nikki. Hey. Yeah, thanks Shannon, I appreciate that. Hi Michaela. I am aware that, yeah, it looks like it's better now. There are so many, there's such a pack of people around us right now that it could be that I get a little bit of bandwidth competition. Too many folks checking their Facebook and not streaming on Facebook. So there you go. And Maria, very good to see you. Thank you for being back in. Tage, always a pleasure, brother. Thanks for the heads up about the connection. We're gonna walk down 9th Street in a second, and I'm sure it's gonna get a little bit better for us. Parvati, always great to see you as well. Hey guys, hi everyone. Thanks for joining me right now. Yeah, thanks Tage. There's a little sign on my screen right here which will say when my connectivity gets bad. It's always super useful for you guys to let me know as well. Hey Hale, what's going on? So, yes, exactly. We're at 9th and 15th, between 15th and 16th Street right now. I'm directly in front of the Chelsea Market, which is beautiful, very expensive, quite posh. But what are you going to do? And Nikki, it's a great question. How was the flight? Well, San Antonio. That early, I will be instead on Thursday of this coming. Begin. I will 6 days at a consistent to be from like the New York on that plane. Waking up again, hail really quick, friendly. This corner. Can't get a better connection this way. All right, looks like we're back to strong signal again. And if you're wondering where we were, it's actually a place, an area that we've gotten very close to before, but we've approached the Meatpacking District from a different side. Because last time we were in this area, folks, we were down this street over here. Way down, and what you can see right there is the High Line. And we were down there on that High Line, and we saw this silver overpass at a different time from the other side, from the other direction. Because what we're looking at over here is the old National Biscuit Company factory, the old Nabisco factory. But now, of course, it is Chelsea Market, which is, like I was saying, pretty high-end market space owned by Google, which has an office and building right across the street. So there you go. Ah, Jeanette, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vancouver Vixen. Happy birthday to you. All right, Jenna's in the house, guys. Diana, good to see you as well there. Mabel H. Klein. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hello, hello. Right, so, exactly, Tage. I was flying to Texas, and it did not happen. But not yet. It's happening on Thursday instead. We'll be in San Antonio then, and instead, yeah, exactly, Nikki, that's it. I'm supposed to be in San Antonio. I missed my flight this morning, guys. It's a 6 a.m. flight. I didn't catch it, and that's why we're still in New York right now. It's a bit of a mess. Things are rescheduled. We're going to be instead on Thursday. We're going to be heading to, I'll be heading to San Antonio, and we'll be starting our live stream then. For right now, what I have is a pretty fun flower festival, which is happening here in the Meatpacking District. And my idea was that if I couldn't send Jeanette a drink and share a drink together, we could at least share flowers and send her flowers for her birthday. And there's probably about as much people watching going on here as there is flower watching for you guys, but that's meatpacking for you these days. So this particular flower installation is sponsored by, guess who? Starbucks. So lots of Starbucks related plants. And why? Because look, there is the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. That's like Starbucks if it was really fancy Starbucks. That's what it is. Fits the neighborhood. Makes sense. So, but there's so many more to come. Yeah, no, Parvati, you're completely correct. It is very, very, very busy here. A lot of people on the street. Really quick, worth pointing out, this cool little Meatpacking District restaurant. This is the Old Homestead Steakhouse. Claims to be New York's oldest steakhouse from 1868. It's been the same owners now since like the 70s, and it has the claim to fame of having invented the doggy bag. Yes, it used to be really embarrassing for people to take leftovers home with them from restaurants. But during the Second World War, when there was all this rationing going on, it's decided that actually you should take all of your leftovers home. And in theory, give them to your pets, because you shouldn't spend like real money on them. People were eating them themselves as well, hence the doggy bag. Not that they hadn't been taking leftovers home before that, it was just the first time someone called it the doggy bag. Before that, it was like your take-home food bag or leftovers bag or whatever. So there you go.
There used to be a balance.
Mila, good to see you as well. And hey, Alexa, fantastic. All right, let's look at some more flowers because we've got a lot to go here. And I only want to stream with you guys, take up so much of your day. Now this particular flower installation here is called Uptown. And the idea is, of course, these buildings supposed to represent buildings from Uptown. We get a good sense of some of the flower installation which is happening here. There is a mad Instagram fight. Yep, Lexa, you're right. It's extremely busy here. And, you know, it's a lot of folks. A lot of folks. So L.E.A.F, L-E.A.F, stands for the Lake Eden Arts Festival. And this is an annual festival which is spread out all across New York today, actually for this weekend. You have all these little pop-ups all over flowers across the city, but nothing is as kind of packed together as right here, going down 9th Street, or 9th Avenue, excuse me, as we head our way down towards Gansevoort, where the old Fort Gansevoort used to be. Actually, the old Lenape Trail from the trading post here used to be as well. So there are a lot of people about. Lots of Instagramming going on. Lots of gram fam. Here we have Concrete Jungle is our next little flower installation. Jenny, always nice to see that Purple Heart. Thank you. And yeah, Nikki, a lot of people are probably watching the footy. I'll watch this later on if they like. I think this is a really cool one with all these like little sparkles. It really gives you the sense, with the sun catching some of the Midtown skyscrapers. But then, of course, these beautiful flowers mixed in with it as well. And for those of you who came late, yes, this live stream is dedicated to our dear Jeanette out in Vancouver. It is her birthday today, guys. So happy birthday, Jeanette, once again. Always good to recognize. Oh, we've got some more. I'm mixed between whether I want to show you guys people or I want to show you guys flowers. There's another side of the concrete jungle.
It's like skyscrapers.
Exactly. So each one of these setups are sponsored by a different organization. So some of them are like retail shops, like that Starbucks one we saw before, but some of them are, art and architecture institutes around the area. I've been noticing a lot of different sponsorships of people that wanted to get a little bit of branding up here, get a feeling of the space. So we're once again in the Meatpacking District. It's the smaller buildings around here are likely row houses from the mid to late 1800s. Here's an overview of what we're seeing now. Again, Festival of Flowers. And we started up around here, up in this area. We're walking our way down 9th, down to Gansevoort, explore down this way. That's our plan right now. That's what we're doing. So these are really beautiful roses here, so worth coming in for a quick look at these beauties. Baby's bell. Guys, the smell off this area. Oh, just gorgeous smelling flowers. Over here, this setup is called Home. Which makes sense. Yeah, Jeanette, the smell coming off the flowers here is pretty spectacular. Let's try to slip by people. A lot of demand for the front of the house. Look how red these are, and all these different colors. How gorgeous. It's not a beautiful day outside, but it is an absolutely beautiful flower setup here. Actually, having it be a little bit cloudy is nice because we don't get as much contrast. Yeah, Shannon, that happens to me sometimes too. Shannon's mentioning that Facebook is not updating for her. Sometimes when I'm moderating, I notice that, and it's frustrating because I think the chat's frozen. But Facebook is just like totally unclear often what it's up to. All right, we're gonna cross down in this direction. Guys, if you remember, we actually looked down this street once again. We walked back on that Highland tour. We walked right along, right up there, and looked this direction towards where we are right. So you can see these kind of metal overhangs over sidewalks as we walk along. And those were often old, working shops, maybe meat market related shops, because there were over 250 businesses, butchers, slaughterhouses, different businesses, refrigeration businesses associated with the meat market. And those metal overhangs were often there to help protect the goods and wares as they were being on and offloaded off of the train that used to run up and down the 10th Avenue, or and also being delivered on the streets here. Now, I walked through here before. I think that if we can see an opening, we're going to do it again. This is the Rainbow Colonnade. And there's an entrance on both sides to be able to come through. I think we're just going to try to dive in for a second right here and see how it works. See if we can do it. See if we make it. Guy with camera often just to get through. So, whoa, I feel like I'm in a jungle. Oh wow, guys, the smell in this place. I'm getting some intense aromas right now. Ducking under the selfie hand.
Yeah. I like these better. I like that. Yeah. That's cute.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. All right, we made it all the way through. I mean, the cool thing is that, I'm kind of shocked that they're real. I find it quite incredible. Yeah, this is from the outside. Oh. Thank you guys for all the sweet messages. Tage, I like that. See Sandeman display handcrafted would change the world. It's kind of you. And Jeanette, the flower colors are really impressive. It's gorgeous actually here right now. And Anna Maria, thank you for waiting for a second to keep doing your packing. I'll show you guys a building that we often refer to as the Little Flatiron. Maybe you guys can figure out why. Huh? Not the Flatiron, which of course is uptown from here. But this is like our little Flatiron. Very, very skinny building. Home to a Mexican restaurant on the ground floor, Dos Caminos. Has a decent happy hour. And across the street, what we have here is the Soho House of New York. That's this building here. They have a beautiful rooftop and a pool over there as well. Don't be a member, have a friend who's a member. That's my trick. How about this? Nice little, so we've got both this flower festival, but we also have Pride in Brooklyn this weekend, and then Pride coming, the main Manhattan Pride festivals happening the following week. So there's a lot of flower mixed Pride love right now in the air, which is really cool. So. Sarah writes, the displays are spectacular. The Chelsea Flower Show was canceled this year, and it's lovely to be able to see this. Thank you, Sarah. I agree, it's awesome. I'm happy that we have this, and I'm happy that we get to share it. And we can all thank Jeanette for it being her birthday and inspiring us to give her flowers today. So, hey, how about this as a good reminder? Breathe. All we have is now. Relax. You're okay. What a great message, huh? It's hard to argue with that message, guys, right? If I can slide in really quick and just give you a close-up of some of these beautiful flowers down low, just to give you a feeling of all the detail, even down to the moss, which is layering down there at the very bottom of this installation, which is like the moss base of it. How cool. Whoop, I just got butt blasted. Hello. Welcome to my live stream, butt. Absolutely gorgeous. Come on, there's more to see. Let's keep on sliding. Whoops, sorry guys. People, people, people. Beautiful, fancy people.
Okay, well, I'm taking a gap year or two to have old
I mean, first of all, we've got this, right? Which is so cool. Stop. Green. So cool, right? But then you've got this, which is also kind of amazing, right? I mean, look at all these people. Happy, enjoying, unmasked, but all really enjoying just the absolute beauty of what we're looking at right here. You know, Shannon writes, too many people. I'd be anxious in a crowd that big for so long. And the reality of it is that like people, once those masks start coming off and people are allowed to start exploring without a mask and being outside without a mask, then what's definitely happened is that you can see this phenomenon that people are just desperate, just absolutely desperate to try to put the pandemic behind them. And yeah, I mean, as your countries get there, you're gonna feel it too. And my heart just goes out to all the countries that aren't there yet, won't be there for a while. And even like for the UK, which was, you know, I mean, Freedom Day is supposed to be, what, the 21st of June, I believe, in the UK? And now the Delta variant is looking like it's going to potentially postpone that. It's very frustrating. Jeanette asked a great question. How are people not grabbing these flowers? They must be expensive. And it's a fair question, actually. There are people that are not undercover volunteers, but there are volunteers out there with t-shirts that I keep recognizing who are kind of keeping an eye on the different installations. Yeah, thank you, Sarah, for confirming that, 21.6. Gosh, well, you just have to remember that there are a lot of people that aren't, a lot of countries that haven't gotten there yet, of course. I know I say that often, but also that there are a lot of, there's a real desire to put it behind us once you can. So I think that's part of the reason why everyone is so close and not masked. The scary thing is that probably about half the people here that aren't wearing masks right now, probably about half the people here that aren't wearing masks are not vaccinated. And that's like not great. I mean, I'm just guessing, but I keep meeting people that I'm like, oh wow, vaccine, when did you get yours? And they're like, I'm not getting a vaccine. I'm like, where's your mask? Like, they can't ask me if I got it or not. And it's pretty ridiculous. This name of this specific display is the Global Healing Project by PSL Originals, LLC. Oh look, I can see actual bees in there. These bees don't know that this is just a flower display. As far as the bees are concerned, this is real as any other flower out there, right? Hello, Mr. Bumblebee. Moss. The moss globe. Very cool. Right? Love your bees, but don't forget, guys, that moths are the bees of the night. So if you love bees, don't forget to love moths. They're also special for us. Just another little display. I'm looking for the name as I come round. And what we have here is multifaceted, which makes sense because on this side I can get close and I can see like crystal rock and flowers. And then there's a throne here, a very grammable throne for people to jump in. Some close-ups of this. People are pretty orderly, you know, lining up. My friends from Israel must be looking at this and being like, what a balagan. I cannot believe these people wait in line. What are they doing? Which is true. So this is always kind of here in in the center. So this is just normal beautifulness. And we're now almost down to Gansevoort. I think you can see that little West 12th Street coming up in front of us. Which is one of those weird little streets that never made it into the grid, the proper commissioner's grid plan from 1811. Beautiful. This is an Anopsis orchard, sponsored by Ariston Flowers. I apologize. I bet it did, Jeanette. A lot of people. I'm gonna ask, what's my favorite smelling display so far? Brunch places, and at the same time. So, the Rainbow Colonnade was the one that smelled the most fragrant. But since then, I'm definitely getting like chicken and waffles as maybe one of my I think I smelled some pretty tasty pizza a block ago. I think with my stomach sometimes. And you can't eat flowers. I just admire them, but look at their beauty. Nice little backlit, huh?
I like these too.
Thank you, Shannon, for the heads up. I haven't yet gotten the signal on my phone that I'm breaking up. I'm sure it's inbound. Exactly. If only chicken and waffles grew on trees, you could be like, it's a tree-grown chicken and waffle. Quick music interlude. You guys want to hit up their Venmo? It's right here, so you can see that if you want to support local musicians. Mostly just doing that so they see that I'm doing it. Halfway there, oh, living on a prayer. Oh, living on a prayer. Which is appropriate because they're right in front of Restoration Hardware. And if you can afford one of those cloud sofas, boy, you are living on a prayer. Thank you, Soul. Just doing the background music. Oh, wait. We got 100% coverage coming up here, guys, so we got to see just a tad more over here before we keep on walking. We've not yet seen these ones. Oh, this looks like it might have fallen off.
I think their music is better.
It looks like part of the display. No, maybe it's supposed to be down there. Because it's on both sides like that. This has a super spreader event, folks. But I'll tell you what it's super spreading. Pollen. Flowered pollen. That's what we are working on here. It's kind of like a peacock. Is this a flower? Jardin tropical. Coming around.
Me too.
Okay, my wedding bouquet will be peonies and.
Sorry guys, slip right by. I'm sure Jeanette asks, are the display producers competing or no? And I'm sure that they competitions running, but I haven't. The website that was describing this event, which of course I delved into deeply for as much information as I'd be able to tell you guys as possible. Sorry, I was just listening in on a conversation there. That guy had a really, this by the way, this display here, guys, is called Midtown. And you can tell what it is looking at. It's looking at the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building over here is the idea. Ah, how about that? I guess it'd be called Midtown, I was right. Nice. Yeah, so anyway, Jeanette, the point was that I have not seen anything about there being a competition, but I'm sure there is. You wouldn't put element. Over here, we've got Lucid. And Maria, you say, não tinha uma jardim tropical. Speak or understand really Portuguese or what you were just speaking there. It sounded like Portuguese. Is that Portuguese? Could be. Could be. Could have been Spanish with a Portuguese accent. And Portuñol. As my friends back in Portugal tend to speak when they speak Spanish. Made plaza or absolutely fine. You guys having a good smell walk? Can imagine there's a lot going on. Whoop. Hi there. All right. First, this is please. You're using off your I see what for me during the months and months of live streaming. I have this problem. People on are with. I have touched. Yeah. Real. This thing here is. For our live friends right now because of the huge number of people in this area. And when was the last time you went to an event with this many people? It's been a lot. It's been a while for me. This is the busiest I've been around in a long time. Here's a cool. Like, do you guys mind if I film your? Do you mind if I film this table for a second? No, exactly. Your knees are hitting. Your knee, unfortunately, I'm catching. But no, you're fine. I just wanted to show people these great Pride little tables that are here. Have a wonderful day. Take care, guys. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the warnings about the lag and the poor connection. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Tage. I appreciate it. I have a feeling that it's gonna be just a little bit touch and go. But happy Pride indeed, Tage. Oh, I like these two. Oh. Yay. Thank you, Diana, for the rainbow. Rainbow's such a beautiful representation of all the love that comes together for LGBTQ. And Hale, very happy to hear that. I hope that you will reach out to me and I can provide any advice or help that you need on your trip, because nothing would make me happier than to make sure that your New York adventure is awesome. So, part of the family. So. And then, let's see if I can just cut through here. Thank you guys very much. And then we've got a couple of vendors over here. The line that I've just cut through is for people who are waiting to get Stella Artois glasses that had the name of this festival carved onto them. I wonder if the people do get their own names on them as well. And we can just go and we can just see it happening. It's fascinating. I'm going to cut them this way. So they're stenciling these glasses one by one. There's a line of like 200 people. And you basically have a choice of either a blank one or one that says L.E.A.F 2021. But rather than pre-making all these L.E.A.F 2021 ones and handing them out, they haven't done that. They have them all blank still.
Thank you very much.
Yo, sure.
What did you get back?
Oh, this is it's a gimbal. It's a DJI 3 Osmo. Like DJI Osmo is the name of the company.
How do you spell it?
OSMO, like that right there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
$99 during Amazon Prime Day. And there's a Prime Day coming up. You probably get it for $89.
Perfect.
No.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great. You can literally like jog along with it.
Really?
And even though you're jogging, it'll look stable still on the other end. So it's great for live streaming.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day. Well, we made it. We made it down to the bottom of 9th Ave, and we're at the corner with Gansfort now. We're actually very close to not just where Fort Gansfort was, but also that trading post Lenape had, which was right on the corner from here, as well as where we started our Highline tour the other day. So thank you all for coming and joining and exploring a little bit of the Lake Eden Art Festival, L.E.A.F, conveniently. And now that we're not lagging, one last shot over here at this is the Double Rainbow, which is really the LGBTQ Pride Festival. Like,
Should we do another display?
Welcome, and it's beautiful. Honestly, like such a gorgeous display here. And that's it. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you all for supporting Jeanette on her birthday. Jeanette, happy, wonderful birthday. Hope you do something fun today and that you really treat yourself well and you do something super special as you start your next journey around the... Congratulations, you have leveled up. It's not another year. You've gained a level. Boom! New level. Exciting, unlocked extra bonuses for the entire year. So, happy birthday, Jeanette, and happy birthday to all the rest of you guys as well. Let me know when it's your birthday coming up, please. I want to know. I want to shout you out and give you happy birthday wishes as well. Okay. I am still in New York for a few more days. We'll be in Texas starting on Thursday. I've up the different locations we're going to be in. Unfortunately, we're going to be in Vegas. We're still going to be in Tombstone. We're still going to be in Phoenix. We're still going to go to Marfa. It's all coming up. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Bar, good to see you. Alexa will definitely be taking care and being safe and smart and all the rest of it. Shannon, you're very, very welcome. Bitte rot, guys. Auf Wiedersehen. Dobre večer. Yeah, bedankt. Tot volgende keer. You know, all those other words and languages. Take care. Good to see you. And why don't we just walk over towards these musicians and then we'll just wrap it up here. Let this run out for the next 60 seconds. We'll call it a day. It is so hard to say. Not. Oh, pastis. Delicious place for brunch over there. This girl needs a mic.